I'm designing a Lego set for my dad of my childhood home. That's what we're working on here. This is day, what, 44? Day 44. Um, if you've been here before, we usually got some rules for the channel, but I decided to kind of skip those. Yeah. Instead, I want to talk about what we're actually going to do today, to give you a preview. So I want to finish up this base, right? Like, see this black like layer around. That's kind of like the base, meant to look a lot like the Lego architecture sets like this. So I want to make it look all nice like that, and then like probably do a kind of plaque type thing here at the front. And then yeah. Oh, I gotta start my timer. So 20 minutes every day. Um, yeah, and we just talk while we work. So I'm gonna hide that so I have a little bit more control. I really like this single like layer going around. Trying to decide if it's worth it to like do that all the way around or just like add stuff where needed. So like here I could do uh, like a plate or like one by whatever's like if I go green. Let me turn this white again. I liked having it white to just be able to see everything. Let's just go plates. So like I think this is gonna like represent grass pretty well. Oh, for reference, let me get a pic up for you. Let's see. This is what I'm looking at here. Basically looking at this back patio. Maybe this pic shows it pretty good. Excuse me. Yeah. So here we go. So like this is the back patio, right? So I'll do a layer of just one strip of grass and then a strip of this like paver. So I probably should make this a little shorter. Yeah, once I'm done with this today, I'm hitting the pool with some friends. So that'll be a blast. Yeah. Other than that, not too much going on today. Pretty chill. I guess I went on a date with my partner. We just hit up a local restaurant I haven't been to before. So overpriced, honestly, but it was good. It was bussin'. So I got to give it credit for that at least. But yeah, I just some of these places are just like so insanely expensive. It's always hard to believe sometimes. Okay, let's do this here. And another one there. Let's just do a different color though. And then maybe we actually do one by ones to make it look like they're kind of coming off the path a little bit. That works pretty well. Although I probably, because I'm just gonna have the cover go up one. So like if I do, I probably want this to be 1 by 2. So let me just do what I'm talking about here. I think it'll make more sense. Like let's go like that. Like that. Oh wait, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Okay, and then let's do some 1 by 1s. Not that. It's in here. I'm also hitting my walk for 75 hard. So that's why I'm bobbing around right now. Yeah. And then let's do that one there. It looks like all these colors exist in these pieces. So that's good. But yeah, so those are like an actual paver, basically, you know, and then we can have these tiles along the front. Yeah. So something like this, where they're just a clean black edge to the model. Guess we can go. What is that? That's 6. Yeah, that's great. Let's go 6 there. That's 5, but that's all right. Yeah. So then on spots like this though is where I'm like trying to decide, like, do I hug the edge, but then our base has more layers to it to get it to actually stay nice? Or do we just go like this, you know? And actually seeing that now, I kind of like this. I don't know though, because especially if I'm doing this here, like I got to make that consistent. So yeah, I think we got to go consistent, honestly. Initially I was thinking, yeah, we got to go consistent. Let's do the 1x3 here, 1x2 here. I still need to finish up this corner. Gotta figure out how to attach these, but honestly, I'm still procrastinating that. I know I took a break yesterday, and it's just one of those things that like you gotta actually think about. And if I do it on not on stream but on video, it's so much harder to like focus on video, um, like incredibly harder. So I have so much like I don't know how people code while streaming. Like I don't even have like a chat I'm watching either. Like it's just like as I'm building, I'm doing stuff, you know? So I really don't get how people do that. But yeah. It's impressive. Whoever said streamers' jobs are easy just don't know, I guess. Which again, I'm not even doing a streamer's job, but yeah, it's close enough that just like trying to talk while doing stuff is just difficult. Like it's like how do you focus on two things at once, you know? Reminds me of a certain song. But some things are easier to focus on two things at once for. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so can I hide this like grid pattern here? There's got to be a way to do that, right? Hide ground. Yeah, there we go. I'm so tired of looking at that, honestly. Okay. So this is going to be a tough one here. I could bring it back. I really just need a back one, you know? Let's just get rid of it. Let's just throw one of these in here. Or is that still just, oh, one too big? Okay. What is 8x16? So really we want a, what, 6x16? Does that even, oh, that does exist. Beauty. Yeah. And then if we can do maybe like a 6x14, does that exist? Yeah, perfect. Ooh, yeah, let's get rid of these and just start with the big pieces we know we can do. I guess we could probably start this side. Yeah, actually, I'll put that back. Let's start with this side. And then, yeah. I want to tell more stories about this house. Let's see. What kind of stories do we have? So one of my favorites, I guess I got stories from like when they were building the house. Since I'm doing the foundation, it's only fitting that I talk about the foundation. So when they were initially building the house, they had, let's see, what is this, 6x6 or 6x8? Let's try 6x6. Nope. Or what would this actually be if we made it all the way like 6x14 or something? Yeah, low key. We can figure out the rest of this. Okay. Yeah, so when they were building the house, they had the foundations built. Like, but before the foundations, it was just piles of dirt. And that was like so fun as a kid. The dirt piles, we call them, you know, because we were building this house next door. So my parents had bought a plot of land, split it into two, sold off half, and then used the other half to build their dream house, this house. And so they we were living next door as this was all happening, right? So we were going over just walking next door all the time. So like playing in the rafters, like we had cap guns, and of course they like put up rafters, to as they're building out the house, and so we'd go climb in the rafters, climb in the like in the ceiling, I guess, when it was just like trusses and stuff, shooting our cap guns at each other, and it was a blast. And then when they were pouring the foundations, I remember there was one time there was like some church event, so we were all dressed up, us and some I think neighborhood kids and I don't know other kids and whoever, and my grandpa, like he saw the dirt piles like next door, because we went back to our house afterwards after this event, all in our church clothes still, and it had been raining, which not common in Arizona, and he was like, all right, race to the other, like there were rows of dirt piles, and he was like, go to the other side and back, first one back wins. So you have all these kids in full church gear, Sunday best, running across these muddy dirt piles, like just literal mud piles. I think he became every parent probably's worst nightmare on that day, because every kid just came back just absolutely soaked in mud. And he had a blast. He loved it, but we had a blast too. But those dirt piles, I feel like we have so many stories of them. Like, for instance, there was one big dirt pile out front. It started building most of the house for a reason. There was a big dirt pile, like literally right here. Oh, now I'm realizing it was right here. So it probably was the foundation for like these pavers, which honestly that never clicked till now. But on this side, basically where this front entranceway is, I dug a hole. Meaning, I think it was mostly me. Maybe my siblings, but I think it was mostly me. Dug a hole in the side of this thing, but in a way that like a foxhole, like you kind of get in the side of it. But the sick part was just like trying to figure out kind of how big you can make it before it collapsed, right? And so I like that thing was so sick. I think it was like the biggest one me and my siblings had made, and we came back the next day and like the construction workers had filled it with concrete, and we were like, no, why? Like, it was just such a waste of concrete, but also just like mainly as kids, it was just like, that's my pride and joy that I just spent all this time an effort building. It was like so good, and yeah, so I was like devastated when they like filled it in. I think it was just like a safety issue, I assume, like having a hole that someone could die in on their construction site. But as a kid, it was heartbreaking. So that was another fun one. Let's see. Oh, another one in the backyard. We had, so the driveway goes here, right? But it like continued as a dirt driveway back here to the backyard. And so this dirt driveway is raised in the backyard because Arizona, it's super flat. You get irrigation. So basically anywhere with grass is like inset, like recessed into the ground. And then, once a week or whatever, or once every 2 weeks, way cheaper than sprinklers, you can just get water to just flood irrigation. So it just floods the low part in your yard. So because of that, we had, okay, yeah, let's change this. I like the way that is. Maybe we go like a simple 2 by whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know. I kind of think we go all the way out. Maybe, yeah. So anyway, there was a pad back there, right? But before the pad, it was just a bunch of dirt piles. Again, so many dirt piles. We loved them as they're building the house. But yeah, my brother was on top of one of these dirt piles throwing rocks. He decided that was a good thing to do. And so he he threw, yeah, he was just throwing rocks, and I was obsessed with this sword I had at the time. I don't know why, couldn't tell you, but it was just one of those things as a kid. You just love your little sword or whatever it is that you've got. And and uh and so we okay, I think low key wondering if I just make these, like, they don't need to be a full block tall, although it is kind of nice to have like a foundation looking thing on the edge. So I don't know, maybe we'll leave it. But yeah, we so I was like, you know, to my older brother, like, bro, stop, I gotta go get my sword. It was like out in the yard. And he's on top of this dirt pile throwing big old rocks, like river rocks, like that big. At the top, he had found an old aluminum hubcap or something, and nailed it to the end of this pole, and stuck the pole on the top of this dirt pile. So you just had, like, he's on top of the dirt pile, he's throwing a rock at this thing on top of this pole on top of the dirt pile. So it's way high up there, and he's throwing up higher, and then that's like every time he misses the pole or the hubcap on the end of it, the rock flies past it, right? And what was that one? Because I like the thickness. Okay, so 6. We just really need like 6 by 4. Yeah. The rock would fly past it. Actually, I guess we want more or less. Let's just get this side. What's this gonna be? Maybe, yeah. Like maybe some more. Might as well. Guess we can get rid of this one for now. Find something bigger. I think the bigger the pieces, again, like the bigger pieces we can use, the better. So let's get rid of that. Maybe just throw one of these. Or is this just too big? Yeah, it was too big. Okay, so we need one smaller, which I don't think they make them. So that means 2 smaller. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So what is this? 16 by 16. So we're talking 14 by 16. I don't know why it doesn't come up like that. Maybe someone else knows. So yeah, he was throwing this thing, and every time I'd miss, it'd come down to the yard. And so I was like, dude, stop. I'm trying to get my sword, you know? And he was like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm going to keep throwing my rock. And I was like, no, I'm going to get my sword. So he keeps throwing. I'm like, dude, stop. And I just like go out for it. And of course, he throws another rock, and it just completely misses his target, and just like hits me right in the head as I'm running under to try to grab my sword, my plastic sword from the yard. And I just remember bleeding, running inside, crying. Obviously, my parents like, "What happened?" Like, I have no idea. Yeah, he. I don't even remember if he got in trouble. Probably not, because like he wasn't trying to hurt me. But yeah, I still have like a bald spot on my head on this side. Where is it? It's like, I know it when I'm looking in a mirror, but this like feed is like reversed, so it like trips me up. Yeah, it's this side. Yeah, like right here, where I don't think they had to give me stitches, but like just a bald spot where there's a line of it where it bled and everything. So yeah, that was a classic one with the dirt piles. So we had the mud story. We had the was that 4 by 12? So really, they don't do longer than that, right? Like a 4 by 14. Well, that's okay. We can just go like this. So yeah, trying to think what other like dirt pile stories. I don't know. Like, it's funny how like formative dirt piles were for me, because literally as they built this house for like my formative years, like they started when I was probably 4, and then ended, I was like, what, like 5, 6. So like, I don't know. And it was just like, we were constantly playing outside, you know, it was right next door. So it's like, we saw it go up next to us and would go play in it in every way. And so like, I don't know, it was our house, you know? So I was always like proud of it. And it was like, yeah, it was just the Frisch house. It wasn't, no one else had ever lived there. Someone's lived there now, you know, like, cause they sold it. So it's someone else's house now, but it still was like it was built for us. We're there from the beginning and, you know, made it our own and all that. So I think, I still couldn't tell you why, like, it's such a, I have like such a love-hate relationship with it too. That's the other funny thing. Like, so many bad memories there too. Like, just being that awkward part of life. Oh, our timer's up. We're about to quit then. We made some really good progress here though. We're actually like almost done with the border, and I really like having just the one path outline. I like having this because it kind of teases what's back there. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll finish up the border, fill in some plants in here, in the courtyard, and then because this is what that courtyard looks like. If you let me throw a pickup. If you hadn't seen it before, like, this is where my sister got married. This is my prom. So yeah, I'll throw some more stuff in here, fill it out. But we're making good progress. I think we're gonna be done with the build in the next maybe a day for this, another day or two for this, and then we'll be on to the decals. So we'll make a little label up front, like Frisch Casa or something, and then we'll also go throughout the house. As I was building it, there's a couple details, like this was the board to show how tall we were, right? Like, you mark it over the time. So I'm gonna use Figma and design a little thing for it, little sticker, print them out, and put them on there when I get the Lego pieces. But yeah, so we'll go through, make the decals, make the instruction manual, make the box, and go from there. See y'all tomorrow.